I'm out here in southwest Oklahoma on the western rim of the Wichita Mountains. I'm not in the wildlife refuge today. I'm climbing outside of that. I'm going to Lake Altus, Quartz Mountain area, Quartz Mountain State Park. So that mountain dead ahead right there is King Mountain, and that's the one I will be climbing here shortly. It's a 2,400 foot mountain, so I have to find a good place to park up here and I'll get my climb on. But looks like a fun mountain. I was looking at climbing Quartz Mountain as well, but it doesn't pique my interest as much anymore now that I've seen it up close. But I'll take a gander around here at the state park and look, but that's King Mountain. It definitely looks formidable. It's a pretty good little climb there, so just gotta find a parking spot and I'll get rocking. Alright, so I found me a parking spot just across the road from the actual mountain itself. There's really no parking lots or anything here. Hope I don't get a ticket. It doesn't say you can't park here, so. Anyway, out here in the middle of Quartz Mountain State Park, and it's just above freezing. And it's about 33 degrees right now. Not a breeze, probably a little bit different up there, but feels great. Perfectly clear, and I'm about ready to go. This thing looks pretty steep, so looks like it gets rocky towards the top, but not too shabby. Looks like it could be a good climb, so here we go. So this is probably the best time to climb King Mountain. I hear if you come out here in the warm months that the snakes, especially the rattlesnakes, are really abundant. They're really aggressive on this mountain because there's not a lot of people out here, so they're all out in the open quite a bit. So I wanted to tackle this one when it was colder. Alright, find a way across this creek bed and then I'll start heading up. So I'm starting to gain a little bit of altitude here. I've probably gone about 150 feet up. Got a good view of Lake Altus now. See over towards Twin Mountain and Quartz Mountain. This is a challenging climb. A lot of rocks, even here in the wintertime, tall grass. There's no way I would attempt this when it's warm and the snakes are out. I can tell you that right now. You wouldn't be able to see any of them. Anyway, making progress. Maybe a quarter of the way up or so. Pretty steep, but not bad. Beautiful views already. Alright, so I look like I'm about halfway between the ground and that rock face there. I know after I get past that, there's still a little bit of climbing. Definitely making some good headway. The views are more and more beautiful with each step. The mouth feels like it's frozen, but everything else is warm. Anyway, it looks like I gotta maneuver some shrubbery and stuff here, but good thing is it's cold and it's dead, so, well, dormant, not dead. But, so it looks like I'll probably have to zigzag a little bit through that until I get to that rock face up there. It's steep, but it's not bad. Actually, not as bad as it looks. But, still on my way up. Shouldn't be much longer. Alright, got through probably 90% of this shrubbery. Well, that sucked. Mesquite and oak trees, and man, there's just thorns everywhere. Just insane. Anyway, I'm getting closer to that rock ridge there, not far from the summit. Just taking a little break to warm my hands up some and catch my breath. Very beautiful, eerily calm out here today. Anyway, almost there. Tell you what, there's some portions of this that are pretty steep. That rock face over there is for sure. Still maneuvering up this rock wall. About halfway up the rock wall. And from there, it shouldn't be a whole lot further until I get to the end. Oh, this thing's pretty steep. We're at 45 to 50 degree climb so far. Start to see some of the other Wichitas now that are closer to where I've done most of my climbing. Can't see Elk Mountain in any of those yet, but once I get to the top, I'll be able to. They're being blocked by Flat Top Mountain over there. I'm just taking a break. Almost to the top. Well, top of this rock wall anyway. The summit of the mountain is going to be further. This is somewhat of a false summit, if you will. But getting there. That was pretty steep right there. Looks like it kind of levels out more here. I don't know what the rest of it holds though, but it doesn't look like I'm anywhere near the top. Looks like I've got a ways to go still. I'd say I'm maybe halfway to the complete summit, but we'll see. So I cleared the steep rock face here on the north side. Still quite a bit of taper, but I can see the radio tower now up there. That marks the true summit. So kind of like Emery Peak in Big Bend. So should be able to see the summit once I go to that little ridge right there. So I'm getting there. Amazing views. It's beautiful up here. Now still trudging along this ridge line. Just heading towards the radio antenna. Not much further. I probably got about 50 feet until I can see the actual summit. Should be just a slow taper after that. Hoping there's not a big crevasse or something between here and there. It's like an ice chest and stuff over there. I'm not sure what that is. My rule out here is if it ain't mine, I'll leave it alone. Anyway, still pressing on. Water keeps trying to freeze up on me. I feel fine though, I feel warm. My face is a little chilly, but it's great. I'm alright. Anyway, just heading along towards that antenna. That's my constant. Alright, made it up the ridge. Now I can see the summit. There's the radio tower, so not that far at all. I do have to go a little bit higher, but it's not bad. That's why I elected to go this way instead of going that direction, because I don't have to go back down. So I'll just continue to go right across there. You know, like I said earlier, with each step I can see more and more of the rest of the Wichitas. It's a really nice area. It's really, really pretty. And you can look out that direction and see what is the western end of the Wichita Mountains. You know, there's a few little peaks scattered all over out there. That one kind of back towards the horizon right in the middle, that one's Mount Teepee. It's huge. You can see that one from Elk Mountain and all those others. I've seen it, you know, on good days. It's a pretty good sized peak. And this next one is a real long one. It's called Flat Top Mountain, and the one standing up behind it is Soldier Peak. So I'll be able to see the actual Quartz Mountain on the other side once I get to the summit. So, but almost there. Almost to the summit. There's the radio tower right here. Can finally see the rest of the Wichitas now. They come into view. It's that area right there. You got Elk Mountain and Insurance Garden and all that in that area right there. Can't see Mount Scott. I mean, it's on the other side, about 70 miles away, but it's shrouded by other mountains. You can see the rest of the mountains out there that make up the refuge, and then all the restricted area to the north. Very lonely summit. Nobody else up here. Yeah, this is a very rarely climbed mountain. People usually just drive right by it. But it's the tallest one out here. It's the 5th or 6th tallest in the entire Wichita Mountains. But guess I'll stop talking and get up there and finish this. And I can finally see the other side now. I can see to the west. And that's Quartz Mountain Massif. Baldy Point out there, really steep looking. Looks like that might be a pretty fun climb. And looking over this way, you can see Quartz Mountain Resort area. And there's the dam right there for Lake Altus. Man, what a beautiful day. It's so nice out here. Alright, I'm here. I have made it to the top of the 2,411 foot King Mountain here in southwest Oklahoma. Alright. Won't be the most beautiful panorama thanks to that big radio tower. pretty neat to see where the Wichita's begin and end here. Way back there on the horizon, you can see Granite Mountain, Reformatory Prison and stuff's over there. I'm not sure what that actual peak is called over there, because Granite Mountain itself is in the Wichita Mountain Wildlife Refuge in Sharon's Garden. Really pretty up here. It's looking south, maybe hard to pick up on the camera, but you can see the runways at Altus Air Force Base. C-17s aren't flying today though. And over here, now on the other side of Tom Steed, you can see it right there. And there's Elk Mountain and the rest of Sharon's Garden right there. Alright, just about done taking in the beautiful views here. I have to start making my way down. It's getting a little chilly. It's about 29 degrees, so it's going to be even colder in that shade on the way down. But I'm going to go down the same way I came up the north side. Anyway, guess I'll start back. I made it back to the ridge, so the big rock face is right over there, so I'm close to it. It's pretty much going the same way. So I'll keep making my way over there and then slowly down the rock face, and I get to deal with all the shrubbery again. Look how calm Lake Altus is. I mean, it looks like a sheet of glass. I mean, it's moving a little bit further west you go, but right there, that is perfect. Not even a breeze, man. I'm about halfway down from the summit, and I'm now on top of this steep, rocky portion. You can see my truck right down there. So I'm not going to film any of this here. I don't have my GoPro. I mean, I'm using my phone. If I had my GoPro, I could use my headset, but I just don't want to take any chances. It's so steep here. I'm going to have to back down most of it. I'm going to need both my hands. So once I get back down there, then I think I see a spot I can take where there's not much of the shrubbery, and then shoot on out of here. Well, still on the descent. Came off that steep rock wall now. Now we enter the shrubbery phase, so I'm trying to pick out a path where there's not near as much and I just don't see it, so I'm just gonna have to suck it up and go the same way I came. We're almost there. Maybe 3/4 of the way. Almost to the bottom of all this shrubbery and bushwhacking. It's just tough, man. I mean, on this north side there's just really nowhere you can go or to avoid it, and it's even tough in the wintertime because, you know, the grass and all that stuff, you know, lays on the rock and it makes it slick. I mean, I've fallen 5 or 6 times. You know, I've caught myself luckily, but I've come close to hurting myself. Just north side, you just gotta be super careful, and I would not recommend this at all anytime other than winter, because I can't even imagine what the covering looks like up here when it's anything but froze. So there may be easier ways to come up this mountain, but everything I read said the north was the best. So, and it's not too difficult. I mean, if you like to bushwhack, then hey, this is for you. But anyway, almost there. Yep, got through all the bushwhacking and everything. Almost back to Highway 44. The truck is right over there. So, man, I can't even count how many times I've fallen on the way down through all this shrubbery and stickers and cactus and slippery rocks. I mean, it's honestly has not been one of my funner climbs. I don't know if I'll do it again. Sure as hell won't bring the kids up here. But I'd climb it again if there was a different way that's better. With this, I just didn't have much fun on the way down. So, being having fun, there's not much point in it. But it's over with. I summited it, and I don't ever have to climb it again if I don't want to. Anyway, almost back to the road. Did it in about 2 hours up and down, so not too bad. Still had a pretty good pace. But get back to the truck and get warmed up and go explore some more of Quartz Mountain State Park. I haven't been here since I was a kid, so we're talking 30 plus years. So a lot more stuff to see. Anyway, fun hike. I'm glad it's over.